What's up, Fantasy Goats? It is that night. It is that eve. It is Friday, week 5. And we've got the fantasy football lineup in nice show. I am your shepherd. Of course, you know this. And I am alongside the War Chief, JX Fantasy Sports. We're going to get into all your questions. We're going to talk about the game that we saw last night. We've got 4 teams on a bye. 4 teams. We've got the Bad News Bears. We got the Pack, the Falcons, and who's that other team? Who's that 4th team?
Steelers.
And oh yeah, that's right. The freaking Steelers. Justin Goat, and Jose Rodriguez. Jose Goat, Justin Goat. What's up, fellas? How are you? Yeah, let's get into these questions right off the bat. I'd love to talk about the game with you. I'd love to talk about Kyron. I'd love to talk about Kendrick Bourne, the Bourne identity. I'd love to talk about CMC. I mean, this is like circa 2017, I'd say. So he was definitely better receiver than he was a rusher. And this is kind of uncharacteristic for a Shanahan offense, right? I mean, this is pretty characteristic. What's up, Stewart Baby Goat? What's up? Anyway, JX, I know you've got your thoughts on the on the Rams, considering they just dropped their last 2. AJ Brown or Pittman, though. Let's try to bang some of these out, and then we could get to the game. Does that sound like a plan, or do you want to?
No, let's do it. Let's go and get some questions answered, and we can fill in the Rams, and
we could probably fill in the Rams, although no one's going to really be asking us about. Well, maybe some trade questions, maybe. We're a little. I mean, Devontae Adams came up a couple of times earlier in the week. Justin Goat. By the way, Goat. Speaking of the Goats, we hit our 500 sub goal. Yeah, we are very happy about that. I mean, you could just tell, right? I'm just like bursting at the seams.
Ecstatic.
I know the Commissioner Rhino is ecstatic. Commissioner Rhino, by the way, needs to feel better. Needs to feel better. Apparently, COVID is still a thing. So yeah, nothing but love and warm wishes, warm health wishes. Get healthy, get right soon. Get your energy. He'll be back soon. He's okay. I mean, he's sick, but he's okay. AJ Brown or Michael Pittman. Pittman's got a little bit of a issue this week, doesn't he? Now AJ Brown.
He has a hamstring that's been kind of ailing him this week. That's why I was big on Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. So Alec Pierce is out with a concussion, so we're not going to see him. It's looking like it might be a Josh Downs week and Tyler Warren week for the Colts.
Well, you don't have to remind me about any Alec Pierce being ruled out. That's number 1. Number 2, yeah, I like Josh Downs this week myself. I mean, like these Raiders DB or the secondary as a whole, they're giving up no less than 8 targets to receivers. No less than 8 targets. So in other words, they're not like playing defense. In other words, like there's like way too much separation between the offensive player, wide receiver, and said DB. AJ Brown's got a tough matchup, Justin Goat.
He does.
He's got a tough matchup too.
I think he'll at least get the volume. At least you can, say I think he'll get 6 to 10 targets. So I mean, just by default, you got to go with AJ Brown.
I think I would go with AJ Brown too by default. It's not optimal. I don't necessarily think that Pat Surtain has to shadow AJ Brown. I think the tougher task would be to make sure that they don't give up the deep ball to Devontae Smith. Nevertheless, Riley Moss is almost just as good. But I think AJ Brown might be in store for a good 8 to 10 targets, Justin. I would go that route. I would temper the expectations, but I would go that route. What's up, Jose Gotober? Jalen Tolbert with Turpin out, or Alec Ayumaner or Franklin. Pick one. Not Jalen Tolbert. I know they're playing the Jets, but I know. I don't see. JX, do you see the Cowboys needing to throw 50 times in this game? I don't think they
I,
need to throw 50 times against the Jets.
I don't. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't like Tober or Turpin. If both of them played, yeah, this is like the game script to do so. AO Manor versus the Cards could be a tough matchup, just because you never know how that game's gonna go. But Franklin against the Eagles. If I had to pick out a three, I'm probably going with AO Manor versus the Cards. I think they have some injuries on the backside of their defense. I know Will Johnson's been injured a couple weeks now, and I also believe they just lost their other best corner, whose name is escaping me right now. But I would take AO Manor in a potential shootout between the Cards and the Titans. By the way,
Yeah, I don't expect the Titans to be to be running the ball too much.
no, not
I
too much.
wouldn't
No.
expect. I expect Cam Ward to have to be throwing the ball. I think Ayumaner is, slowly, not slowly actually, but like he's come on pretty nicely within 4 games.
He's definitely
Um,
playing better than Calvin
he's
Ridley,
playing better than Calvin Ridley. That is factual. Everyone's playing better than Calvin Ridley.
pretty much.
And one more. Here's another Ayumaner. Ayumaner. Do I start Alec Ayumaner or Michael Carter? Ooh, Michael
Mm,
Carter, a former Jet. Include your answer if Calvin Ridley sits this week. and
nice.
that
This is this week.
it ain't Calvin Ridley, bro. It's not Calvin Ridley. I'm sorry. How do you trust it? You can't trust that. Can't trust. I can't trust Calvin Ridley right now.
Nah,
Look, I got him
I'm
on a dynasty squad, and I'm not starting him.
yeah. I mean, I'm in two of my redraft leagues. He hit the waivers.
Yeah, no, I can't start Calvin Ridley
Yeah,
right now,
Calvin Ridley's is a no go. Do I start Alec Ale Maynor or Michael
or
Carter?
or
This one's
Michael
tough.
Carter. Um,
Um, I'll probably say Ale Man. I'm thinking Ale Maynor. I'm not trusting nobody because we've seen this before too. When James Conner was hurt, they did.
2023.
Yeah, they didn't really do anything spectacular. I'm probably going with Ale Maynor still.
That's the camp I'm in. In
Yeah.
2023, everybody was tripping over themselves for Keontae Ingram,
Mm-hmm.
and what wound up happening? It was Amari DiMarcado in
Yeah.
in 3 starts. Now DiMarcado is a different situation altogether. If you're asking us about, but just for this context, DeMarcado was up and down within that 3 games as well. Like he had one good game, then it wasn't very consistent. Nevertheless, the third string running back at this point, right? Third string or four, maybe RB4, Michael Carter.
Yeah. RB4 really.
RB4. I mean, like he might fall into the end zone. I don't think we're going to get anything that's going to be, bang bang. He might get you to 8 to 10 fantasy points, PPR points, maybe if he falls into the end zone. I think we've got more upside with Ayamainer. I think Kyler Murray could take 1 or 2 into the end zone himself rushing the ball.
Yeah, I'm expecting a big week from Colin Murray. Honestly, they're not going to lean on the run game like they have the past 4 or 5 weeks. They just don't have the bodies to do so. Kyler's going to need to do more.
Oh, Michael Carter. I mean, again, he was serviceable a few years ago. He's been inactive so far these last few games, pretty much due to not being able to play special teams. You can't get on. You can't be active if you can't play special teams. Being an RB3, 4. Yeah, I wouldn't go chasing that, even though it's like a nice flavor of the week. My goat. I think I like Ayamano is giving us a little bit more consistency right now. And we've got more upside there. The Froggy Goat. What's up, Frogs, man? And the Trone baby goat. And the Cam Goat. All the goats are out in full force. Don't forget to like us. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, goats. We are moving forward. We are moving up, not down. Cam Goat. Oh my goodness. All right, boom. Look at that. I knew we'd get some ram chatter going on here. My boy Kyron is alive. I'm still alive. He alive until he dropped the ball again. War
Yep.
Chief. He dropped
And,
the
and
ball again.
and that's what I've been fearing all summer long. Like I was saying in the summer, what keeps Kyron a fantasy darling is the volume. If he loses the volume, he's not the fantasy darling anymore. Yeah, he had a great game. He had 32 points the last night, and I think that's probably gonna be the highest total of the year. McVay can't trust him to take 20 carries anymore, 20 touches anymore, because the more touches he has, the more likely he's gonna potentially fumble the football.
Trey, he wanted to get Blake Corum into the game. He wanted to give him some action, and then Blake Corum literally dropped the ball, dropped it. I'm like, okay, so now okay, go back to Kyron. This is a I don't want to use the word weird, but like this is going to be a tricky situation moving
Hmm.
forward, especially if this continues. And this is like a continuation in from my eyes,
Yeah.
non-Rams fan, but yes, football fan in general. I don't know how many more opportunities you get to drop the ball. Like it's going to get more important as the season goes on. He's going to have to bring Tom Coughlin in here. He fixed Tiki Barber two decades ago. It's tough. Hi, Sniper. How are you today? And the Mad Maxi Goat. The Mad Maxi Goat.
Yeah, it is a weird situation for fantasy owners too. Like you saw that explosion game, but you can't think you'll see anything like that moving forward. Do you think he's a potential sale to the right owner? Like,
To the right owner. Yeah, of course. Coming off of that game, sure,
yeah, I mean,
sure. How many more times is he going to rather carrying the ball in like that, but also being used in the passing game? I mean, it was remarkable, but like we shouldn't be surprised because we said this preseason, all preseason. All this dude does is have a nose for the end zone. Well, the man scores touchdowns. That's probably what's weighing positively for him at this point.
you know,
Yeah, this is gonna be fascinating actually because again, you can't your backup your draft pick last season is dropping the ball. I mean, when you fumble the ball, you just don't get that many opportunities to continue. That's why we're still baffled over Ramondre Stevenson. We keep saying he's one or two fumbles away, but who knows?
two fumbles and he's still getting the ball. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
bet you, I bet you somewhere Melvin Gordon is like upset or mad. Like, why did I deserve to lose my job?
And these guys get to keep it.
Yep, lost Tyreek, and I need a wide receiver. Trone, baby, you didn't. That's addition by subtraction, as far as I'm concerned. Just traded Juan Delius and Bill for Chris Olave and Devontae Smith. Yeah, man.
I love it. I actually love that trade. It's
Yeah,
still eating off a little bit off that JCM hype. You
you have to
got
do
two quality wide receivers right there.
you have to do what you got to do at this point when you're losing, one of your wide receivers of that caliber. I may poke at Tyreek. I didn't like Tyreek this season. I didn't expect Tyreek to I didn't expect Tyreek to have a season-ending injury. We don't go
No.
in. We don't go in to week one saying, yeah, he's going to get hurt for the whole year. We don't go in like that. We have predictors in terms of their injury history, and Tyreek didn't. No, I said enough here with Tyreek. Full PPR. Stewart Goat. Full PPR. He needs two running backs. He needs one wide receiver and the flex. Judkins and Hamptons and Scatterbrain. Jamar and Cortland and Nico. So you're going to need two running backs. We might as well just go with let's take the first two. Let's take Judkins. bell cow, practically a bell cow. Let's take the second bell cow in Hampton. Then he's got another bell cow in Scatterbrains playing the Saints. But we do need a flex here.
I mean, I'm definitely going with Hampton and Scatterbo. I love Jamar Chase's matchup versus the Lions this week. I know he's going to terrorize Terrion Arnold. So I like Hampton, Scatterbo, and Jamar Chase for sure. Oh yeah, and Nico Collins. Yeah, Nico Collins versus the Ravens. Yes, absolutely. I will go with Hampton, Scatterbo, Jamar, and Nico.
It's those two running backs. It's those two wide receivers, not Cortland Sutton, and the other running back is not Hampton or not Judkins.
No, I want Hampton and Scatterbo just off of matchups. Judkins has the early
He's got
game and
he's got the
early game and
Vikings.
yeah, but where they play? They're playing in London or something.
Yeah,
So I'm not taking. I don't like playing those guys. If I don't have to.
yeah, they love playing those Browns out there. And the Vikings, by the way, have stayed there, right? They didn't.
Yeah,
The
the
Vikings
Vikings
didn't.
stayed. Yeah,
They didn't go back and forth. Yeah, so like they're kind of like
yeah. They're kind of used to the time, the
absolutely.
sleep schedule, everything. They're kind of comfortable.
All right, Mad Maxi Goat's got a good one here. He's got a good one. And I'm already on direct record with Maxi Goat. That it's gonna still be difficult for me to say Kenny Skywalker. I know it's Tampa's front. That's tough, but they are on the road. And if Seattle's going to continue to just ground and pound with the two of them, this should set up Seattle to do what they want to do in terms of game script, which is just run the ball out in the second half. They should be up. They should be playing with a lead at home versus Tampa that's banged up. Aside from now just getting Godwin healthy, aside from having Emeka Ibuka kind of healthy, sort of like not 100%, but good enough. Baker's not 100%, and their secondary is not good. Now, I don't know why I would want to play Rico Dowdle just because Chuba Hubbard is out.
They're playing the Dolphins though. That's why. And this is why I love this game right here, because if you would have said to yourself 4 weeks ago, who am I drafting, Kenny Skywalker or Rico Dowdle, you'd have been like, I'm drafting Kenny Skywalker. And now we're in week 5, and you really have to consider starting Rico Dowdle versus the Dolphins versus Kenny versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers give up the least amount of rushing yards to running backs. So I mean, I would take Rico Dowdle.
It's the Tampa front is without a doubt their best unit, and one of the best units in the league, as a matter of fact. I want to double check that before we move forward. And Mad Maxi, I made my case. The War Chief. I'll defer to the War Chief with Rico Dowdle. It's not very sexy, but yet he's going to get full volume here. He's going to get full volume versus the Dolphins, and the Panthers need a running game. They need to take some of it off of Bryce Young.
Absolutely.
Total defense. The Buccaneers are 4th. That's total team defense. Number 4 against the rush. Not 1, not 2, not. It was tied for 2. Then it's 4. They're 5th. They're allowing 85 yards per game and 3 rushing touchdowns. They're solid. Jacksonville. Look at Jacksonville. They got some nerve over there in Jacksonville. Let me tell you. 82 yards a game, War Chief, and 1 rushing touchdown. So we're starting Bashard Smith, everyone. We're starting Isaiah Pacheco, everybody. I know Bashard Smith's actually being picked up throughout the course of this week based on what Andy Reid and Nagy have came out and said. They're looking for ways to get him more involved, and it's good to pick him up. It is. There's no way I would be starting him though this week. Let's see what the utilization looks like. Tommy Goat, 2 out of the 4. It's Sutton, Olave, Addison, or J-Mo. Well, let's work our way back. I would take J-Mo this week against the Bengals.
I absolutely would as well.
And I think I would take Jordan Addison working out of the scout team with Carson Wentz and now with the starters. I think I would take the first two here.
You
Not
would
not
consider
the first
Lavi?
two. My apologies, not the first two. My first two, the Addison and JMO. That's
Yeah,
who I would take.
I'm leaning a little bit harder towards Olave and JMO because they're playing the Giants. I know the Giants have been getting thrown all over, and he's going to get 10 plus targets. I'm with Olave and JMO this week.
That's fair. That's fair. And Tommy, if you're wondering why we're not on Sutton, or at least why I'm not on Sutton, I'm going to tell you why I'm not on Sutton. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save you everything from preseason, and I encourage you to check us, check our shorts, or check some of our videos, or our streams from July and August. But real fast, Cortland Sutton made a fantastic catch this past weekend. Fantastic over the middle, working out of the slot against the Bengals. The Bengals. Now, this dude, the dude that had him, that got beat, once Sutton was up in the air, he put Sutton on his, you know what? He put him on his back hard. He still came down with the ball. He still caught the ball. It was a great catch. I'll bet you anything in the world, Cortland Sutton isn't going over any middle to go up for any bowls this weekend against the Eagles. I can promise you that. And if he does, Tommy, you won't hear me say a peep again about Sutton the rest of the season. He totally, I wouldn't say won me over, but no more slander. Tron Goat, no more slander. I got the sniper coming up. I got the sniper. I got the Tron. I got the Froggy Goats. Then we got Mad Max coming up the rear. Tron, maybe trade Hunter. See, I love it when the sniper gives the advice. I love it when the sniper gives the advice. It's like an extension. It's an extension of advice. All right, Tron, what do we got? Jaden's coming back. CMC and Bark. TK, Chris Olave, Dallas Goddard, Jalen Warren off. Devontae, McLaurin, Hunter, Cup, Gainwell, White, Spears is on IR still. Tron, this is what we're going to battle with, baby. We're going to battle with them. This is who we're going to battle with. And if we have to, we're going to make pivots. We're going to pivot again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pivot and make another trade. Sniper. Don't roll your eyes at me, Sniper. I have two legs. I hope you have two legs. I would hate it if you had only one leg. And I have empty spots in my lineups because of either injuries or bye weeks. Yeah, that stinks. It stinks. I'm going to grab Bourne.
Do not let the rivalry make you make a quick decision to pick up Bourne. That's all he's gonna do this year.
All right, let me ask you this question. What happens if Ricky Pearsall plays the following week? Kendrick Bourne was operating out of the slot.
Yeah, then Michael Bourne's irrelevant. I believe they actually brought in Demarcus Robinson to start while Ayuk was out, so I think he's going to be in the starting lineup. Ricky Pearsall will go back to what he's doing, and then they'll probably have a two-man rotation between Bourne and who else played yesterday?
MVS.
Yeah, they'll probably have them two as the two starters, and they'll rotation between MVS and Bourne. I think that's how it'll go once Ricky comes back.
All right, let me ask you this question. If when Ricky comes back, what about when Brock Purdy comes back? He's like Kendrick Bourne, sort of kind of tied to Mac Jones. I would think. I would hope anyway. I would hope. Well, I'm not. We don't really know what kind of rapport Brock Purdy has with Kendrick Bourne. We know what kind of rapport at least he's attempting to establish with Ricky Pearsall, and we know what kind of rapport he's got with Kittle, and we know what kind of rapport he's got with Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, we need to see this freaking team at full health. That's what it's getting ridiculous. But yeah, I know Sniper's going to go for Kendrick Bourne. The War Chief is not going to recommend that to start. If you want to grab him, put him on the bench? You bench? All right. Depends. Yes, it depends on the league.
Yeah, it just depends.
Depends on which league we're talking about, and it depends. Depends on the bye weeks, more injuries. Hopefully not. The Frogs Goat. Woody, ladies and gentlemen. Woody. We have our first Woody. Scatterbrains. Woody, don't flag us. We get flagged for saying Woody here, but we don't care. J-Mo, he needs to in the PPR.
I would do Wooderson. Yeah, we're not going to get flagged. I'm going to do Wooderson and Scatabo. Two great matchups. Saints and the Ravens. J-Mo does too, but, it's going to take for J-Mo to get a bomb, which he probably will, but it's like the volume that Scat and Woody going to get.
Frogs wouldn't. I'd be very surprised if we were to get the same game from Woody Marks this week than we got from him last week. Let's not forget that Nick Chubb was still in the fold. He was still in the mix. We all are hoping that Woody continues to do exactly what he did last week. We really are. So if you're going to start Woody, which is I get it. It's a good matchup too against the broken Ravens. Just temper the expectations just a little bit. If he gets you a 14, 15-point gamer, it's a good game for your RB2 or your flex. That's a good game.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to lose those. I don't expect him to have 17 carries again. I don't. I just don't want him to lose those 5-6 targets that he got last week. That's what I always thought, that he would be, automatic with 5-6 targets.
We don't want the production to decrease or retilt back to Chubb in any facet whatsoever. I don't care if it's however it shakes out, whether it's attempts or receptions. Woody needs to continue on with the same production is what we're looking for. Of course. But to have the game that he did last week, it's a fantastic matchup. Fantastic matchup. Tommy Goats got 3 full PPR. 3. Sutton and Buka. Jacoby and the lad McConkey. Folks, guys, I encourage you to check out this short. Check out this little mini video that the War Chief put out on Keenan Allen and lad McConkey. It's such fire. Such fire. It's up there on the channel. Goats. It's up there on the channel. By the way, Goats, please, if you're new to the channel, and I know a lot of you are not new to the channel, just make sure you tap that like, tap the like. And if you're new here, watching us, subscribe, baby, subscribe. Need 3. Look, for the same reason I just said earlier, Tommy Goat, I'm not going to take Sutton in this matchup. Emeka Egbuka, Bucks, Baker, they're going to have to throw. There's no reason to take Emeka Egbuka off the field at this point. Jacoby Myers, I think that Chef Gino's 3 picks were 3 targets to Jacoby Myers, if you could believe that, which is, why shouldn't you believe that? Because it's pretty sure it's factual. And lad McConkey, War Chief.
Yeah, I'm going. I just can't play Sutton this week, man. I just can't. Egbuka, Myers, and Ladd. And the crazy part is, it's not like Ladd's not getting targeted. He still saw 7 targets last week. He just only caught 1. So he's eventually going to catch the ball. He's not missing targets. It's just not working for whatever reason.
I could see the headlines. I could see the posts. Whoa, welcome to the party. Oh, Ladd, enter Ladd, or so it's happening. It's going to happen. Let's not bench him because of the last 4 games. It's going to happen. It's a little unnerving right now. I get it, to have Ladd in the lineup, but it's going to pop. When it pops, Tommy Goat, we're going to pop together. Sutton is okay. Yeah, last 4 games, 3 out of 4 games have been solid. This ain't the matchup. This ain't the matchup, baby. This ain't the matchup, Trump Goat. possibly Barkley and McLaurin for James Cook in London. You like that deal?
So Toronto is getting James Cook in London. Yeah, absolutely.
It would be James Cook and Drake London, who's on bye. Scary Terry is on injury bye.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Well,
making that. I'm making the trade.
yeah, yeah. I might if that owner, that manager wants to do that, sure. I traded Keenan for Jalen Waddle. I like that. Yes, absolutely. Jalen Waddle has a glorious opportunity.
I swear
Glor-
to you. I
glorious
swear.
opportunity.
I swear, man. If Mike McDaniel starts targeting Malik Washington, I'm actually going to pull my hair out. I swear. You better get the ball to Jalen Waddle, Mike McDaniel. You better.
I'm not gonna pull my hair out at Malik Washington. I'm gonna pull my hair out at Nick Westbrook Akine,
Oh my gosh.
who factors into there's I guess rumor that Nick Westbrook Akine is going to take over now Tyreek Hill's role on the offense, playing the X.
Man, don't do this to me, Mike.
But Jalen Waddle, this should be an excellent prime opportunity for Jalen Waddle to take over for on targets, operate out of the slot, be to his go-to guy outside of a running back.
Yeah.
I like it. I would do it or do it. What on earth what do you do with DJ Moore? What? And what on earth do I do with DJ Moore? He get traded to the Giants? I mean, did he get traded to the Giants? No.
I don't think so.
Not now aware. Maybe he did. Trone DeMarcado Henry. Did he get traded to the Giants? Maybe he's speculating. Maybe this is like he's prophesizing. And what on earth do I do with DJ Moore? Right now, you're going to mix and match, right? You're going to play him with a good matchup. You're going to leave him on the bench on a bye. Or you can look to move him in a package. That's what you're going to do because that's what the goats do. And you're a goat.
Oh, okay. There's been rumors. Okay, yeah, I see where he's getting that from. There's just been rumors of him potentially making his way to the Giants in trade.
For a first round pick too, right?
I'm seeing Thibodeau, but it's just rumors. Thibodeau and for DJ Moore, but I would say probably not. They're probably not going to do that.
Because they lost Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, why would you just panic? I mean, it's not. I mean, no disrespect to the Giants, but you guys aren't Super Bowl contenders by any means. I wouldn't just blow it up.
Yeah,
blow up that defense. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, let's trade some draft capital for 8-year veteran DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Oh, by the way, DJ Moore, his former teammate is on the other side of that building in Justin Fields. It's not like they're playing together. There's no connection there whatsoever. Need 3 out of 4. Sutton, Olave, J-Mo, Addison. We did that one.
Yeah, we did that one, yeah.
DeMarcado, Derrick Henry. Holy smokes, West up. Look at what we've come to week 5. Amari DeMarcado, or is that who I think it is? Derrick, not Hunter.
No, it's Henderson, right?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah, now that makes more sense. Yeah, DeMarcado.
Well, that's my bad.
Or Henderson.
My bad. That's my bad. I'm gonna go with Travion Henderson here. I'm gonna go with Travion Henderson or Rico Dowdle. Maybe Rico Dowdle. I think Travion Henderson's got a nice opportunity this week. I think the Patriots will be chasing points. I think they'll be chasing points. I think they're gonna want that pass-catching running back out there for an explosive. What are your thoughts on that?
I actually, if he can get Dowdle, I would get Dowdle. If you can get Dowdle,
I would. Yeah.
Arizona running back situation is just so flaky. And honestly, the Patriots running back situation is flaky too. Dowdle just feels like he's the most stable right now.
Dowdle is the most stable right now. Yeah, I would probably drop DeMarcado and get Rico Dowdle, and then the start sit becomes a little bit not trickier, but at least I wouldn't start DeMarcado. If you can't get Dowdle, it would be Travion Henderson over DeMarcado. Still.
Yeah.
But if you could get Dowdle, then probably go with the full volume feature role in Rico Dowdle. Maybe trade Hunter. I'm trying to trade him. Maybe trade Hunter. I don't know if I would want to trade Travis Hunter just yet. I mean, I know why you would, and I'm not sure I would. I'm not sure I would. Just in case that it changes. If it's not an absolute must, where you absolutely need the spot, if he's just sitting there and you could still maneuver around your roster, I think I would maybe hold on to Travis. A couple of my leagues, I got Caleb Johnson. I haven't dropped him yet. I'm just still maneuvering around it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not dropping him. I'm not dropping. No, I'm not dropping him.
I don't want. Just in FOMO. Like what if you drop them and all of a sudden week 8, week 9, all of a sudden it's like boom. It's like, oh fuck me. Excuse my language. Chase Brown, Woody, Marks, also Jacoby and ETN. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Justin Goat. I would probably go back to Chase Brown here.
Oh, that's rough. I understand why, though. I do understand, but that's tough. That's tough.
I know we're kind of putting dirt over the Bengals right now, and I think that they're gonna surprise us. I think they're gonna play better. I think like when Jamar Chase speaks, the rest of the organization listens. It's crazy. I know. He's only a wide receiver. He's like, we got to get the ball in my hands. That means that it'll be much better for all of them. And that includes Chase Brown. Now, Woody Marks, again, fantastic matchup against the busted Ravens. Yeah, you got good players here to choose from. We can only take one of these guys.
Yeah. I know it feels like recency bias, but I'm probably gonna roll with Woody. I'm rolling with Woody or Jacoby and ETN. Who do the Jags play this week?
KC Monday night.
Oof. Hell yeah, I'm going with Jacoby.
Yeah, I mean, roll with the hot hand. If it's PPR, I'd maybe lean a little bit for Jacoby. Maybe. Again, Geno Smith's targeted 3 picks were to Jacoby Myers on 3 different occasions with 3 interceptions. But it was for Jacoby. So he's due for what we consider a quote unquote the bounce back game. ETN does have the tough matchup, but he's balling out.
You know what else is something else that's been kind of itching at the back of my neck about ETN? Where did his receiving ability go? He only has 6 catches this year. Like, where did it go? Like, do they not want to throw him the football? Does Trevor not dump it down to him? Like,
fantastic point.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to hold on to him right now. He's running the ball really good, but if he can't catch the ball, it just really takes away his value.
All right, so yeah, you're bringing up an excellent point. Justin Goat, Chase Brown, Woody Marks, Travis Etienne. So Chase Brown was probably the first one that you drafted. You drafted Etienne and Woody Marks late. You may want to try to move one of these guys, or maybe try to move Etienne. I bet you could find a manager who's like, oh, you want to trade me, Travis Etienne, who's doing as good as he's doing, sure, I'll take Travis Etienne. Who do you want? And then you ask for whoever you like. Bring up a good play. Otherwise, and I won't mind. I know the war chief won't mind. The commissioner won't mind. We'll probably have to start sits with Chase Brown, Woody Marks, and Travis Etienne for the rest of the season.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, we'll do it, but hello, guys. Hello, Dustin Goats, half PPR, Sutton, Brian Thomas Jr., Chris Godwin, or Darius Slayton. Look at that, Darius Slayton. Welcome to the party,
Darius Slayton. Oh man,
that's the expression I wanted for Lad. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, Darius Slayton. Hello, guys. Half PPR. I'm gonna take Godwin. I'll take one for sure. And in this situation, I mean, I guess you could.
BTJ. Sutton. This was rough.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yes, because I don't want to have Godwin and Darius Slayton starting and staring at that the entire day.
Yeah.
You've got two tough matchups with Sutton and BTJ. I think BTJ is at his absolute low right now. Nowhere really to go but up, to be honest with you. The question is when up. Low with BTJ. Maybe this is the game that it starts to turn the corner for him. I'm not excited about it. I'm not confident about it, but he's really got nowhere to go but Cam Goat.
This is just the worst possible matchup, though. I didn't think I was going to pick Sutton tonight, but I actually would prefer Godwin and Sutton in this scenario.
All right, that's the war chief is putting in Sutton. I'm gonna go with BTJ here, Dustin Goat. I hope we were able to help you to some degree. Definitely Godwin though. Godwin half PPR.
Definitely Godwin, yeah.
Because I mean the ramp up, the reps should continue to increase, and this was the plan from the get go. And it's even better because Mike Evans is still out. That was part of the plan from the get go. Hearing lots of chatter that this could be the lad. Yes, Cam Goat. You damn right. Washington sucks in the slot. Allegedly, their slot defender is hurt, I think. Start Lad over Keenan. Yeah, both.
I would say both. That's it. I would say both because even though Keenan has performed better, they're still getting the same opportunities. It's not like Lad's only seeing 2 targets and Keenan seeing 8. It's like across the board. If you look at the stat sheet, it's 9, 9, 11. And Quentin Johnson has the most targets, but they're all equal. So I would, if you have both, depending on your lineup, you could start both.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of distributing the ball. They're just not doing a very good job distributing it to Lad in the end zone. But Lad wasn't necessarily that end zone target, that end zone guy. Lad pops off 30-yarders. He's the explosive playmaker. Yep. In space, gone. Can't wait for that to happen, Cam. But the War Chiefs analysis is not telling any lies. Adrian Goat. What's up, Adrian Goat? There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Was offered Pickens, Kyron, Hunter for CMC. For CMC, Kelsey Franklin squad. Jalen Hurts, CMC, Hampton Justin, JJ, Olaf, Quentin Johnson, Kelsey, Brees Hall, Scatterbrains, Bench, Bucky Downs, Jennings, Olaf, Franklin White, Kendra Miller, Adrian Go. What do we got here? What are we doing here? Let's take it from the top, right? Was offered Pickens, Kyron, Hunter for CMC, Kelsey, Franklin. Now your squad would be Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey, and Marion Hampton. I would do the deal.
You would do this deal?
For CMC, Kelsey, and Troy Franklin?
He was I'm reading it. He was offered Pickens. You offer Pickens,
Oh no
Kyron.
no 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 no
Yeah,
then no
yeah. I'm not doing that deal. I'm not. I can't take Pickens knowing that CD's coming back, and I can't take Kyron because he can't hold the football. So yeah, I'm not giving up CMC.
yes
CMC PPR is going to score as much as a top 5 wide receiver this year if he keeps catching the ball at the rate that he's catching it.
yes yeah I'm there's no way on Fantasy God's green planet that I'd be moving CMC for that. No. Adrian Goat. Let's continue to ride, baby. Let's ride. Cash money. Cash money. Let me tell you guys, show you guys what else is cash money here. Cash money.
Hey, goats, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
Oh, that's some cash money. Cash money. Let me get back to cash money. That's the wrong button. Cash money. Why would you bench Kyron? He's been an automatic flex. You can't. They may bench him. I know I just jumped a bunch. I'm getting back to cash money. The Rams could possibly bench him. That's the problem, I think. You can't just continue to fumble the ball, and it's costly. It costs you games. It costs you seasons.
We like the Rams lost yesterday, and like he was a big reason why. Like you can't just keep avoiding that.
Well, it's a team sport. Yeah, I get it. But when at the end of the day, you take a look at the numbers and it says turnovers and if there's one turnover, two turnovers, turnovers. Well, what happened? What was the turnover? They don't have to look at the film. They know exactly where that turnover came from. Cash money. He's got Jordan Mason overseas and he's got Khalil Shakir playing Sunday night. So you're up, cash money, from 9:30 Eastern all the freaking way till 11:30 p.m. Eastern. That's what I love. Full PPR. I'm playing Browns defense also. I see the Vikings killing them. Well rested and Mason goes off, but could also see Mason getting locked down by the Browns. It may not be a very efficient day for Jordan Mason. I would still start him, though. They also got that other dude that came out of nowhere, and we're hoping that he doesn't really take a chunk out of Mason. But, yeah, it might be a tough day from Jordan Mason. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it feels like a 22 carry, 60-yard, 1 touchdown day.
It's
Jordan Mason.
It's just one of those, poor efficiency, but we're gonna roll with him because he is going to start. He is expected to get the majority of the work out of the backfield. But would you still start Mason over Khalil against the Patriots? Your guy, your boy Khalil?
I would start Khalil Shakir over Jordan Mason in the flex. Just off the matchup. Like I said, I know Mason's going to get the work, but he's not going to get much of the pass catching work. And it's going to be a tough day. The Browns defense is no joke. I can see, but I also thought that last week too. I thought last week Jordan Mason would get 20 carries for 70 yards, but they end up losing. So
I'm going to go with Jordan Mason still, just for the reasons that we just pointed out. And then I will add that I think it's a Keon Coleman day. Yes. This is going to be the Shepherd versus the War Chief and the Bills. The Bills, our Bills guys. It's the Shepherd versus the War Chief. The War Chief loves Khalil. All Keon. Yep. I mean, that's it. That's it for you, Cash. I would go with the volume with the running back. Khalil Shakir can hit that home run for you. I think Josh Allen's just gonna chuck the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them are gonna be open. Oh, you're open? Phew. Oh, James, you're open right there.
If you guys did not know, the Patriots are second in run defense. So I'm not saying they're gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop James Cook, but Josh Allen's probably gonna go pretty nuts this Sunday.
Oh, guys, you guys know each other? Adrian, Cash? Just out of curiosity. Copy and paste Cash. What do you think of my squad? I love it when the goats ask the goats. The goats give advice to the goats. Dustin Goat, would you trade Cortland Sutton? Yes. For Rice?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
That's a no-brainer. If you're sitting at 4-0 with Cortland Sutton, chances are you probably have another wide receiver that's doing well for you, or maybe even two. All the wide receivers are BTJ, CD Lamb, Godwin, and Slayton. Is this a 10-team league or is this a 12-team league? Just out of curiosity. Would you trade Sutton for Rice at 4-0? So yeah, when you're gonna get CD Lamb healthy, probably week 6 or 7, as long as they're not right. And Rice is coming back. I don't see you dropping your next 4 games before Rice comes back. I don't see that.
He comes back next week.
Week 6?
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely making this trade.
Are you sure he comes back week 6?
Where's the week 7?
I think it's week 7.
Okay, maybe. But that's still close enough.
Seems way too quick, yeah. 4-0, man. Of course you're 4-0 because the goats are here. The goats are 4-0. West up, baby. That barbershop video was hilarious. That's for you. That's right. This dude, the war chief, gets into a zone.
Glad you enjoyed it.
He gets into a zone. He whips out the nostalgic Boys in the Hood. It makes perfect edits, and you don't understand how lucky collectively we all are, that we have this war chief. I mean, I knew the man knew ball. I knew that for years now. I knew that, but to have that in the wheelhouse, the graphics. Holy smokes! The barbershop video was hilarious. Oh, did you know? I mean, you knew I knew it was Boys in the Hood, right? Or no? Were you trying to get?
I don't know. I don't know if you knew or not.
You're trying to, you know what it was too, right? I'm like, shit. I know that's not Menace to Society. I know it's not like Juice with Tupac. And then I just get, Boys in the Hood. Of course.
Rondo knows.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, he is from almost that area, so he might. Yeah, he was probably a team when that movie came out. Trade Debo. Oh, mom's messed up. Trade Debbie or Debo for Waddle. Debo.
I would do it. I would do it.
It's almost like a vertical. It's almost like a very, very even trade. I kind of feel like that's an even deal because Debo is the guy right now. Jaden Daniels is coming back. The Dolphins stink. And we know that they just want to pound the ball with A-Chain. And yes, Jalen Waddle does factor to be this wide receiver 1. Who's got the better schedule? I bet you the Dolphins have the better schedule.
I can actually answer that. Let's see.
Answer that, please.
Between the Commanders and the
let's have the SOS strike the schedule, break the tie.
Let me. Washington actually has a more favorable schedule moving forward.
Really?
Because after who do they play this week?
The Commanders?
Yeah, the Commanders play.
They have a tough matchup on the road, I believe. Aren't they playing the
Oh,
Chargers?
the Chargers. Okay, yeah, the Chargers. Yeah, because the Commanders have Chicago, great matchup. Dallas, great matchup. KC, bad matchup. Seattle, but then they have Detroit, Miami, or Denver, Minnesota, but they finish with Giants, Philly, Dallas, Philly. That's who Washington finishes up with. I actually like the end schedule.
West up in this case, I know it's appealing now to try to snatch Jalen Waddle, get him on roster. In this case, I may just sit with Deebo Samuel here. We know we don't have Scary Terry. And now we have an easier or a better schedule for the Commanders. Would it be better to target Rashee, or Drake in a trade? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to us, Tron. Tron, go. Don't do this to us London stands.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends how thirsty is the Rashi owner that he's like, he's not going to play for 2 more weeks. Could you steal Rashi Rice? Because Drake London is going to be expensive. He is, no matter what you offer me, because he's starting to come into his own. It might be better to target Rashi just for the cheaper price tag.
God damn, they better get their act together on this buy. They must get their act together. I don't care if it's okay, Bijan. Like that should be opening it up for London, and Darnell, and Ray and whoever else. That should be opening it up. Michael Penix has to hit these guys. This is a different league. Tommy Goat.
Oh, they are on a bye this week.
Tommy Goat. Give us all your leagues, Tommy Goat. Sutton, Addison, J-Mo Alav, pick 3, PPR, go Brewers.
Go Cubs.
Oh boy.
Dang, Tommy. We're rivals for the next week and a half. That's crazy, Tommy.
Go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays.
I hope we don't get smoked by the Blue Jays, but we're probably gonna get smoked by the Blue Jays. Different leagues, Sutton, Addison. I'm gonna take Jordan Addison here. I'm gonna take J-Mo here. And pick 3, fine, Olav.
Yeah. Addison, J-Mo, Olave, yeah.
Yeah. I got Dotto. Did you just do this, West Up? You doing this while we're in the act? I love it, West Up. West Up, go. Got Dotto. Got Rico Dowdo.
You said Kyron. Ah, dang it.
Dropped DeMarcado. I had Bucky as a start, but he's out. And I sat Kyron, and Hubbard is out. But now my starts at H. Judkins and Dowdo.
And that's what we rhyme with. Then we rhyme with A-Chain, Judkins, and Dowdo.
Yeah. Oh, what else are we gonna do now? Bucky's gone on the bench. Do you have the IR spot? Could you move Bucky into IR and go back and get DeMarcado?
Nah, he can't because he's not IR. He's just out this week.
Depending on the league.
Yeah.
If you have the O designation, you can get onto IR. See if you could do that. We probably should have done that before you made that move, but I don't think we knew that you had Bucky. I sat Kyron.
Yeah, that's rough.
Don't ever sit Kyron until further notice. Don't sit Kyron until we hear from Sean McVay that they're just going to continue to roll with Kyron. And then we're going to get that news. And knock on wood, it's going to be the first quarter. And he drops the ball, and we're going to see Blake Corum again. I'm trying to, if you can, you want to sell high on Kyron. Try to sell high. Reach for the sky. Adrian Goat. What are you doing here, Adrian Goat? Why would you bench cut? They told me to one another. Dustin Goat. What's up, fellas? What's up, Dustin Goat, baby? Pick 2. Pick 2 4 flex. It's Michael Pittman, J.K. Woody, Carter, DeMarcado. If we're going to take 2, and this is, let's just presume it's PPR, I'm going to start J.K. Dobbins, although it's the Eagles, it's tough.
Woody. Let me check on Pittman again. We're getting a lot of Pittman questions tonight.
He's coming in Q. He's coming in questionable.
Yeah, just making sure I'm not missing anything.
Well, also, the Goats know that we're not high on Michael Pittman. I don't care what Daniel Jones is doing.
He's like wide receiver 13 right now. I know
that's
it's
fine.
crazy. I know,
he's wide receiver 13 now.
Yeah, he's wide receiver 13.
Let's check back in on that at week 8 or week 9. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Noah Goat. Yeah, Dustin Goat. I'm gonna go with the 2 running backs for the flex.
Yeah, so Pittman is playing. He had a full day of practice today. And like I said, Alec Pierce is out.
It's a Josh Downs game. Tyler Warren game. Jonathan Taylor.
It's definitely a Jonathan Taylor game for sure.
Pittman running cardio. Pittman's running cardio. Who the Colts playing again?
The Raiders.
That's right. Pittman. I mean, they shouldn't have to be throwing on the Raiders. They shouldn't have to target Pittman and Downs as much playing the Raiders. Noah, BTJ, Judkins, rest of the season. Right now it's Judkins.
Yeah, Judkins.
Right now it's Judkins.
It's Judkins.
But that could change. That could change with one 120-yard receiving game, 10 catches, and 2 touchdowns from BTJ, and that's going to change. And if you flip it in reverse, and Judkins lays the dud. Judkins. Alinda Goat. What's up, Alinda, baby? Just a friendly reminder to all the Goats. This is the Week 5 fantasy football lineup advice. We will be back tomorrow. You know we're going to be back tomorrow for the official start sit. Week 5 start sit. We will be back tomorrow. We'll never let you down, especially late in the week. And don't forget, we're also here on Sunday nights for a reaction to it all. Monday, key takeaways with key data. Alinda Goat. Here to give you key data. Bobby Goat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bob Hope. Full PPR, I need 1 QB.
I cannot tell you to start Dylan Gabriel this week and have a clear conscience afterwards. So you got to start with. You got to. And I'm probably going with Dowdle out of the 3. Flex.
No, it was Carson Wentz. Alinda, I'm sure Alinda knows this. It was Carson Wentz that was playing the majority of that 2017 Eagles Super Bowl team. He just got hurt late in the year, and Nick Foles wound up cleaning it up and winning the Super Bowl. And then Carson Wentz has struggled since that, for sure. Like, Eagles and Howie, they okay, you know what? This ain't working out. And now maybe it's clicked again. Maybe now it's working out again for Carson Wentz. Maybe it's clicked again. The system, the quarterback, the guru, and Kevin O'Connell. How are we going to start a 3rd-round rookie right now in London? Yeah, I'm with the War Chief JX. You see my starts. It's hard to decide. I know West up, baby. I know it's hard. What we're gonna try to do, what we have been doing, I should say, from last year to now this one, is trying to take stats and data, trying to take what I see with, on Sunday, on Monday, on Thursday, on all 22, and take, I guess, more like a narrative type of approach, and present that to you to make the decision the best one. That's what we're doing here. If the starts are hard, it's because you drafted a really freaking good team.
Absolutely.
Emeka, Sutton, Jacoby, PPR, pick one, May or Hurts. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Bob Goat. Go ahead, War Chief, and then I got the Tyler Goat on deck.
We're just picking one wide receiver here between a Egbuka, Sutton, and Myers. Egbuka and May.
And Drake May.
Yep. So something just for this particular whoever also has Hurts. Denver allows the least amount of rushing yards to quarterbacks.
You know how I feel about the Broncos. I think they're going to put it on them. I think they're just going to put it on Jalen Hurts. They're going to lock up anybody that's running routes. They're going to put it on Saquon. And there's a statement, big time statement game for the Broncos on the road.
Yeah,
No
I
joke.
feel like every time I pick against the Eagles,
They win.
They win. But
I know.
also like I'm flooded with you're a hater. Like I'm not hating. I just look at everything.
I know. Who should I pick up if Juan doesn't play? Which one?
Which one are we talking about?
Which one? Shadow. Look at the shadows. The shadow coat. There he is. The shadow coat. Who should I pick up if Juan doesn't play? Wandalius? Wandale?
Juan Soto?
Maybe it's Wandale for Juan Soto.
No, I can't think of a Juan. Is this about Juwan? Is this about Juwan Johnson?
Maybe Juan is WAN. Juan Dale.
Yeah, Juwan Johnson. I'm assuming. I think it's Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, it is. Tight end. Yeah, it is. Who should you pick up for a tight end? Is that the question now?
Is
Hunter Henry available? Hunter? How about the Hunter? How about tight end? How about Dalton Kincaid? Is Dalton Kincaid available? How about
Brenton Strange?
How about Brenton Strange? There are stranger tight ends to pick up. Zach Ertz is sneaky with Jaden Daniels.
No, I know one who's definitely available. Tommy Trumbull is available. I would take a chance on him. He had eight targets last week, and they're playing against Miami, who doesn't have a great record versus tight end. So Tommy Trumbull is definitely available for you.
With all your help, Sean Goat. All your help, man. All your support. Appreciate you, Sean Goat. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you goats, as a matter of fact. And I know who was here last season, and I love that we've got new goats this season. I know who's been with us since day one, and I know who's coming in new, and I love it all. And welcome to what we're building for you. All right. Hakana Matata. Hakana Matata. You're not new. Goat. Hakana Matata. Well, let me try to get to some of the other dudes, some of the other goats that are over here. Mr. Shorts. Would you trade Sutton for JSN in a heartbeat?
Yes.
The Rams aren't benching Kyron for Corum, who also fumbled with a snap. And the refs forced upon Stafford. Tyler, yeah, I know. It's we were saying earlier, right in the beginning of the show, like this is going to become a tricky situation because just when McVay wanted to get Corum onto the field to give him work, he dropped the ball. Now, it's going to come a point, hopefully not, but it's going to come a point where if Kyron's going to continue to do this and cost the Rams, you can't have a liability out there. Now, they also have another running back, by the way. Let's not forget about who they drafted a running back. They drafted another dude, Jarquez Hunter. Kyron Williams wasn't drafted to start, if I'm not mistaken.
He was not.
He was not drafted to start.
He was not.
So, look, fumbling is like the one thing you can't do if you're a running back. And it's excused a few times here and there and there and here. You cannot continue. This is becoming a consistent habit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's the Rams fan, and this is coming from someone who's not the Rams fan. Tyler Goat, you know this. Tyler Goat. Matt C, what's up? Matt C, Matt Goat. I got offered Jordan for Rashee Rice. You've been holding Rashee Rice?
Wait, you want Matt C?
Oh, Rashad White.
Yeah, Rashad White. Yeah.
I'm like, God. Is Addison any good? Yeah, Jordan Addison is very good. Rashad White's going to have a good game also, we think, this week. I was a week early on Rashad White, wasn't I? Right? I was a week early. I may be 2 weeks early. I got offered Addison for Rashad White. I like Addison. I like the idea of having Rashad White.
I mean, Bucky's going to come back, though. I think I would take Addison.
Is he going to come back?
We
think he's going to come back, but is he going to come back? He's got a nagging foot injury.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want to be right in this case. I don't.
Yeah.
I like both these guys, to be honest with you. I like the idea of having a full stable of as many healthy running backs as possible right now. We can always find another Darius Slayton if you had to.
Yeah.
And hopefully we don't have to. West up. Shane F. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Fantasy Goat. Shane F. I got West up. I see you, brother. I see you, Goat man. Half PPR. Start 2. Sutton. Xavier Worthy. Jordan Mason. We must take Xavier Worthy. Did you see Xavier Worthy talking on Rich Eisen this week?
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Worthy he is going to pop.
Yeah, we're taking Xavier Worthy and taking Jordan Mason's volume, Shane.
That's the call. That's it right there. All right, Coach. We're gonna wrap up. Couple of more questions. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow night. Just check your local times. Hit the notifications if that's sort of help you out with your being notified. Your notifications. That's what it does, right?
We'll be notified, yeah.
Is that what it does? That's like
it notifies you when we go live.
When I see Ian Rappaport and like when Ian Rappaport or Schefter come across like my screen when it's like just black like this, like I have them on notification.
Yep.
It makes sense. I'm not necessarily suggesting that you do that here because you probably got a bunch of them turned on. Nevertheless, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock tomorrow. Start 1. Brees, Jordan, Rashad, Godwin,
Ooh, this is a lot of choices here. Uh, the Bucks play the
Hawks.
Seahawks. That's right. Damn, this is a tough one. I'm probably going to lead towards Godwin.
I bet you Brees Hall has a good game. Yes, they're playing the Cowboys here at MetLife. We all heard the soundbite. Now, let me tell you what stands out to me with that soundbite. It's not that it makes perfect sense. Yeah, the opponent shoots themselves in the foot. We come back and we shoot ourselves in the head. That's the Jets, absolutely. But it's that leadership spotlight now that he's got.
37666. Yeah.
It's that leadership spotlight. All the cameras, that national media, all those microphones were in front of him. I think that he's going to take that. I think he could take that and run with it. No pun intended.
Yeah, I will also agree with you. I think Brees is for Brees.
But Brees is a good two-way running back. Jordan Mason, we know, is not a two-way running back with a tougher matchup. Rashad White is a good two-way running back, but again, a tough matchup. And Godwin is.
He's just coming back.
Damn, West Up. Yeah, look, we see you tomorrow night, West Up, and we'll try to dig into it a little bit further. But right now, I'm leaning for Brees Hall. Nope, you can't do the IR thing. Don't ever apologize, Tyler Goat. My other team, Danny Dimes, CMC, Hampton, Javante, Hall, benches, Carter, Mason, White, Godwin, Debo. Any changes?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I like the team a lot.
You're gonna, but here's what you're gonna do. Not this second. It's not urgent. You're gonna watch Michael Carter not play that well against the Titans, and you're gonna want to drop him. Just drop him the minute the game's over, or drop him in the middle of the game if you can. And then you've got yourself a free spot to pick up somebody else. Logan Goat. Welcome, Logan Goat. If you're new to this channel, join us, like us, subscribe. White, Dowdle, Godwin Flex. Whew. It's Dowdle, right? You're gonna want to go Dowdle. Rashad White's factors in for full volume. I know everyone's thinking it's Sean Tucker. Well, Sean Tucker's gonna be in a rotation. Would you still go Dowdle here? PPR.
I'm going Dowdle. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's he's really the only game in town.
Yeah, it's really hard not to take Dowdle.
He's really the only game in town. Sean Tucker does figure to factor into that backfield at some capacity. And they're playing a tough Seahawks team. Seahawks is no joke. That defense is no joke either. We like Chris Godwin too. It's just we want to see a little bit more from Chris Godwin. We want to see a little bit more. But we think he's going to be playing a little bit more also, which is good news.
I mean, Chris Godwin had 10 targets last week. Only caught 3, but the timing has to come back. But he's going to be a part of the offense. Might just take a little while.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you. Again, if we didn't get to any of your questions tonight, A, we'll be back tomorrow night. B, here's a crazy idea. You could just just put the question into the comments of the video. Put the question into the comments of the video, and I'll answer all of them. The War Chief could answer them. The Commissioner Rhino, when he's feeling better, I'll answer them tonight. Any question we don't get to, you can always drop it into the comments. We have an email. How about that? Look at that guy. FantasyGoats24@gmail.com. You can even ask us there. No jokes though. Appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow night. I want to thank you very much, War Chief. You all right there? You good?
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure that Rico Dowdle's the right call. I'm like, is Rico Dowdle the right call?
If Rico Dowdle is not the right call, and we have to go back, I think Rico Dowdle's
the right call. He is.
It's not like we have a body of work from Rico Dowdle last season.
Yeah, when he gets the volume, we know what he can do with the volume. Like I said, we've seen that.
It's not like Michael Carter, who hasn't played since 2023.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time Michael Carter really had any meaningful reps. It may have been for the Jets.
You're right. You're right. Oh man, I feel like a fool, man. You know why?
So it's not like that situation. It's not.
I remember back in those days. This is when Brees just got drafted. I was like, you don't forget about Michael Carter. Don't forget about him. Yeah, man.
Well, you were right. You were 100% right for like the first.
It was like
4 or 5
3
games.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, but then Brees just absolutely took over.
And then he just started to take over, and he looked much better. Michael Carter was getting phased out, and then we all know what happened to Brees Hall that season as well.
Yeah.
Fields or Jaden Daniels? Fields against the Cowboys. Let's see how Jaden Daniels looks.
The tough Chargers defense.
First
game back. Yeah, I'm probably rolling with Fields.
Jaden Daniels probably have a brace on his leg. You saw it with Justin Fields again with another shitty defense, but you saw it at any given time he can leave that pocket, roll out, or take off through the middle, juke a couple of guys here and there, make a cut, and score.
Gone.
Madden 25. So I mean, you see it right there. You saw it. Jaden Daniels could do that too. He could do that, but I don't know if he's going to.
I don't know if he can do it this week.
I don't know if he's going to. I know I said goodnight. Now I'm going back and hitting more goats. Carter versus the Titans or Rashid Shaheed versus the Giants. The Giants secondary is just terrible. But I have a feeling they're going to be playing better moving forward. I wouldn't feel comfortable starting Rashid. I wouldn't feel comfortable starting Michael Carter. Johnny, do we have another option? Johnny Goat, come on, give us another option. These two aren't very good.
I mean, what is Rashid looking like these days? I feel like he's not getting anything.
He's looking like nothing.
This is tough. I mean, you got to go by Michael Carter by default. Like Shepard's been saying all day, he falls in the end zone for you, hopefully.
All right, this is the last goat. Hakuna Matata 69. I got offer for JSN and Woody for Jonathan Taylor. I also have Brees and CMC. My other receivers include AJ Brown, Zay Flowers, Chris Olave, and Pearsall. You're offered JSN and Woody Marks, and you have to trade away Jonathan Taylor. The wide receivers, you're gaining JSN and Woody.
I would do it. He has Brees and CMC. I would absolutely take that trade.
And you're struggling a little bit with AJ Brown. You're struggling a little bit with Zay Flowers up and down, and you're struggling a little bit with Pearsall not being on the field.
Yep.
It's a good deal. That's a good trade. Hakuna Matata 69 GOAT. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 or 9 o'clock. 8 or 9 o'clock. That's the start. Smitty GOAT. 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. Go Cubs.
Go Cubs.
Go Blue Jays. Be a difference. make a difference. Smitty Goat
It does
tomorrow
make a
night,
difference.
or drop the question, Smitty Goat. I'll answer it. I promise you, Smitty Goat.